Good day. I'm John Easton with the Domestic Control Tower in Dallas, Texas, and today we are going to cover the Look B4U Book program. It's related to our cardage initiative in order to get better rates and service for our carded spend. We spend about $10 million annually, and we'd like to consolidate that in order to drive a little bit better rate and service. In order to do so, we use a third-party program called 70 Freight, and you can steer your favorite web browser to 70freight.com. And by sending an email to domestic@us.hellman.net, you can receive a username and password. Again, domestic@us.hellman.net. You receive a username and password, and you can come to 70freight.com and log in to run rates. Quick overview of the main page. Quite a bit of information out here. There's some free operational tools, as well as fuel surcharge for line haul and airlines. That's domestic, line haul, and airlines. So Forward Air, Town Air, etc. And airlines, Southwest, US Airways, etc. So this is related to domestic airlines. There's a free tool section, but you'll have your username and password, and you can log in and take advantage of the entire system. When you receive your login details, come log in, hit the orange arrow, log in, brings you to the main page. Quite a bit of information. Quick overview on it. We have across the top, we have a menu for all the tools that are available. Database, this is all of our customers, agents, line haul carriers. Customers is related to custom pricing. So if we have a tariff for this particular customer, this is where we set it up so they can run air rates or LTL rates, local agents, etc. Ground is where we can just see line haul schedule, line haul rates, local, run a complete rate, pick up agent, line haul delivery, LTL rates, or request a full truckload rate from our full truckload profile. Air runs domestic air rates. Down the middle, we pretty well have the same thing except for the last two boxes down here. This is, I'll cover this in a different video. Over here, we have fast tools on the right, and I will cover that in a different video as well. I'm going to minimize that for the purposes of this video. So what we are going to do, we're going to go ground local, and it brings up a very simple screen. Quick overview of the screen, we can type in a zip code, and it brings up a city, or we can type in the city. So if we didn't know the zip code, we could start typing the city, and as you can see, it starts to complete all the options that are available through the entire US to find the one we want. Say we wanted Beverly Hills right here, 90210. This little menu right here, freight info, US standard. What this does, it gives us rates in pounds and inches. Metric gives us rates in kilos and centimeters, or we can use kilos and inches. So depends, that's just simply your preference. However you want to do it, you can set that up. Under the change my settings, you can set it up to do that by default. For the purpose of this example, we're going to use pounds and inches. We'll say one pallet at 500 pounds, and the dimensions are 48, 48, 48. Very common pallet size in the United States. Down below gives our actual weight, gives us our dim weight with a 166 dim factor, our dim weight with a 194 dim factor, dim weight with a 250 dim factor, total cubic feet, our density per cubic foot, and cubic meters. A little bit of information right there. Something else I will point out is this is run on each. So this is saying one pallet at 500 pounds each. So you had three pallets. You see their weight down below updates to 1,500 pounds. But say it was three pallets at 1,500 pounds. If you put 1,500 pounds in here, you can see it will make the total weight 4,500 pounds, and that can exaggerate our rate. So just make sure we have the right quantity and pieces, and you can run it off total. So you could say 3 at 1,500 if that's what it was. So just make sure you select the correct each or total in order to run the rate. Contract rate box is selected. And also over here, line haul carrier airline. In some cases, there's a little bit of a difference in the cost to drop. So it's important to select, are we turning to a line haul carrier like a Forward Air or a Town Air, or are we dropping it to airline, Delta, Lufthansa, etc. Hit get rates, and brings up a window with all of our contract rates. As you can see, we have quite a few in the Los Angeles area, and Each column is sortable, so we can look at our top 1, 2, 3. As we go through our cartage program, we are going to have a primary, secondary, and a tertiary agent in order to receive rates. We can come over and click total. Since the whole idea is to get the lowest rate, you can have it sort from least expensive to most expensive, or you can even take a look at most expensive to least expensive. But as you can see, every column is sortable just by click of the column heading. Right here you can add accessorials. So as we go through our cartage program, we are bidding out a variety of accessorials, and you can add the charge to the cost down below simply by selecting it. So let's say that we needed a lift gate. As you can see, it will update and give you some information, and anytime you can just simply click. So in this case it's saying, hey, call for a quote, because we don't have a lift gate for that particular agent. Or you can see what it is. It lists it right here just by the rate, or you can uncheck it, removes it, click the up arrow, minimizes. Fairly easy. If you needed some type of special pickup or delivery, you hit the special menu, brings it up, and you select what you need. Say we need a special between 7:30 and 5, adds it right here. You see the extra, and at any point in time throughout the system, under total rates, you just click the actual rate and it gives you a breakdown of what you're being charged for: freight, fuel, and accessorial. Or you can hit show, remove it, and it takes the charge off. Last thing I'll show on how to get to the later rate. As we all know, we get into rate discrepancies later, and we're trying to make the system be the point of reference, not the vendor. So we come in and run our rate, and then over here you see the little disk. We simply click the disk and you can save it, save that quote as a PDF, save it, attach it to the shipment in the system. Whatever you need to do, you can email it to yourself for saving later, or you just simply remember the quote number, and we can come and find that in operations quotes. We can find that quote later so we know what we were charged for. Again, it's important to save it as a PDF and attach it to the shipment in case there's a billing discrepancy later. And that's pretty much it as far as how you can find the least expensive rate for cartage in the Look Before You Book program. Very important. Come take a look before you book that pickup or delivery shipment with who our agents are. I am John Eastland with the Domestic Control Tower in Dallas, Texas. I can be reached at extension 7039 or jeastland@us.helman.net. Thank you for your time.